The Roaring Twenties. In those days, the people referred to the era as Coolidge prosperity, crediting the policies of President Calvin Coolidge for bringing America out of a deep economic depression that followed the end of the First World War. Through an economic program crafted by Treasury Secretary Andrew Mellon, the Coolidge administration encouraged free enterprise, upheld property rights, vastly reduced the post-war federal debt through spending cuts, and eliminated counterproductive tax measures. As a result, the nation's people enjoyed the fruits of their labor like no other time in prior history. Leisure activities increased, the widespread emergence of electrical wiring and indoor plumbing made daily household and business routines more efficient, and American ingenuity overcame challenges once considered impossible by previous generations. Despite clear evidence that a smaller, less intrusive government freed Americans to become more inventive, thereby strengthening the nation's economy, there remained those who resolutely clung to a vision of highly evolved government participation in all aspects of life. These big government enthusiasts generally turned to scholars, lawyers, and career politicians to provide guidance for the nation. Such views formed the basis of the early progressive movement. The era of Coolidge prosperity faded away soon after the March 1929 presidential inauguration of Herbert Hoover.
If we survey the situation of our nation, both at home and abroad, we find many satisfactions.
Though a Republican like his predecessor, Hoover, at that time, was receptive to the progressive notion that prosperity could be further enhanced through government planning. The policy body wielding the greatest influence over the nation's monetary status was the Federal Reserve, a central banking system controlled by an unelected cabal of private financiers and government bureaucrats. Alien to the vision of those who authored the nation's Constitution, the Federal Reserve was a rather unconstitutional early 20th century creation established during the Woodrow Wilson presidency. Its stated role was to protect banks from failure whenever uncertain economic times triggered mass withdrawals of funds. But in August of 1929, this policy body targeted the stock market, regarding it as overly vigorous.